Turn that shit up, nigga.
Episode 2 of the stage. I'm here with my boy OG Veezo.
Yes, sir.
What's happening, dog?
What's the word, bro?
All right, man. Let's jump right on into this. How did you get into making beats?
Making beats. Shit. I've always been around music. 'Cause like I said, I used to rap.
Okay.
A few years ago, back in 2018, I ended up getting sick, and my aunt had just gave me a computer. I ain't had shit to do. I was just at home all day. I was bored. I was tired of watching TV, and I'm like, bruh, I'm gonna try to make some beats. Shit. I had always thought about this shit, but I'm like, that shit had always looked hard, so I just never did it. But I just feel like me getting sick, that's what really led to this shit. Because I feel like if I would have never got sick, I would have never started making beats in the first place. But I just fell in love with this shit.
Okay. All right. So, what software are you using?
I'm using FL.
Okay. FL Studio. How was it getting into that and learning it starting off?
It was hard because, like I said, I've never like even attempted to make a beat or know where the shit go, like as far as the snares and hi-hats and drums and shit like that. Cause it's a lot of shit that go into that shit.
Like a lot of technical
yeah,
shit.
and it's like on the outside looking in, just like looking at somebody do that shit, you be like, damn, they look hard as a motherfucker. And then you try to do it yourself, and that shit just sound like you just hitting on keys.
Right,
and shit.
right.
But yeah, that's pretty much it.
So, as far as learning technique or I guess kind of getting your swag to it, that just kind of comes over time.
Yeah, it all depends on the person as far as technique and like how you go about doing that shit. Cause some people start with drums. I don't know how people do that shit. It's hard as hell for me to do that. Like I start with the melody and shit. So that's how I start. It's different for everybody. Somebody might start with something else, something different. Somebody might start with the bass line or some shit like that. I don't know, but that's my technique. Like I like
start off with the melody and kind of build.
Because I feel like that is the beat. I mean, you do want some hard ass drums, but I feel like you could think of those as they come. But that melody, like, that's what's gonna stand out. You know what I'm saying? That's what motherfuckers listening to, or listening for.
That's what kind of grab everybody's attention.
That's their ear grabber.
For sure. Okay, so in the moment when you're making a beat, what inspires you to make the beat?
I don't know. I just be in the zone, bro. Like, I don't know. I just hop on the computer and just start pressing keys and trying to make a melody, and whatever sound good at that moment, shit, and I'm like, I got something. So it's just about that zone, because there's days where, like, I went a week or two without making beats because I felt like I wasn't in that zone, and the shit I did try to make, it didn't sound as good as I thought it should. So I'm like, maybe I need to take a mental break or some shit like that,
right?
To get back in that zone.
It's just kind of heat of the moment, like whatever comes to you is what goes.
Facts.
Okay, all right. So that kind of leads into the next question: what producers inspire you?
Producers, G-Man, from here. A lot of people don't know who that is. Like I didn't sat in sessions, like when I was rapping, I didn't sat in sessions with dude and just, you would tell him I need a beat to sound like I'm walking down the street, eating the ice cream cone, goddamn me, tying my shoe, and he'd be like, I bet.
And somehow
it'd be exactly what the fuck you told him. Like, damn, that's it, bro.
Right.
It's like, that nigga so cold, bro. It's like, he'd be playing some keys, and he'd be like, no, I don't even know how to play the piano, bro, but it'd be so fucking hard, bro. Like, I done seen him make so many different type of beats, bro. Like, I tell people all the time, like, he might be the best producer like ever, bro. Like,
Okay.
Cause he that cold, bro. So I would say G, he inspired me. Ye, that's like my favorite producer / artist of all time.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of producers out here, bro. Like, not that just made trap shit or rap shit. Like, the Teddy Rileys of the world, the Dark Childs, the Pharrells, and all that shit.
All the legends, the myths and legends.
Facts.
As far as your own sound, how would you describe your own sound?
Man, that's crazy. Cause I've been trying to figure that out for the longest. Like, what is my sound? Like, what do my shit sound like? But I feel like none of my beats like sound alike. So it's like you can't really say like, oh well, he got this kind of sound. Like,
right. Like a mustard sound.
Yeah,
like a Ye sound.
Like 40, like when you cut on a 40 beat, you know that's a 40 beat. When you cut on a mustard beat, you know that's a mustard beat. But I feel like with me, like I try to
remain versatile.
Yeah, I try to do so much different shit. Like, I don't want you to know, when you cut this, I don't want you to know I made this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be some house music or some EDM shit.
Right.
Like, damn, you made this, bro? Like, yeah, like I wouldn't have known this shit. Like, that's what I want.
Okay, yeah, kind of just stay out of the box, not exactly sticking to one lane or one genre.
Because I don't want somebody telling me, like, you just need to make trap beats. It's like, no, bro, like, I can make other shit.
Right.
You know
I can make you specifically what it is that you want,
Facts.
but I need y'all to know I got multiple bags.
Facts.
I can kind of take it anywhere.
Facts. Don't put me in a box.
Real talk. That's the worst thing ever for a creator or an artist or a producer like yourself. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so back to the Ye inspiration. I see a lot of samples and chopping up samples and stuff like that.
Yeah, samples, bro. Like, I love that shit because it's like, just because this was the final version of that song or that beat, but that don't mean that's the only way that shit gonna sound good. Because I could flip this and do something totally different with that shit.
You could take one song and make it into multiple other types of songs. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I could take some old some music that was in a Bruce Lee movie and turn it into some trap shit.
Into a trap anthem or some shit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like you could just do so much shit with samples, bro. That's why I love that shit. Because it's like you never know. And until you start trying to chop that motherfucker, you like... Oh,
you might hear something that say, damn, like up against an 808, this might sound crazy.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? Pitch that motherfucker up, pitch it down. You know what I'm saying? You might reverse it.
Right.
All this shit.
Oh, man, you reverse it, send it underwater. That's the cheat code.
Hey, you'll never know.
Crazy.
You'll never know.
So that kind of leave people guessing samples too.
Facts. Like, that's another thing. Like, when I sample shit, like, I send it to somebody, like, you know what the sample is? And they be guessing hard, and I'm like, and it's such and such. They're like, damn, I ain't even know.
Right. Now I can hear it. Now
Yeah, when you tell somebody that's when that ear start catching, you're like, oh, that is that shit.
Damn, like that's kind of the greatness and mystery of making music. Like, you could kind of always keep people on their toes or whatever. Okay, so what more? I know you talked about Ye and like some of the legends and stuff like that. What more recent active producers do you like?
I fuck with Metro from the crib.
Yes, sir.
Who else I fuck with? Wheezy, Turbo, Hitmaker, I fuck with him.
Kind of back to the chopping samples and making samples, other songs into totally different kind of songs.
Facts. He was like, damn, I didn't even know you could do that to this.
Hell yeah.
Like, he flipped that bow, I like you. I'm like, I would have never thought of this shit.
Right. that just kind of show you where you could take it as far as making beats. You could legit take a song from 10, 20 years ago and create it into something.
And the crazy
totally
part about making beats, bro, it's like, I had somebody tell me, like, once I started back making beats, like I was trying to put like a whole bunch of like instruments and shit on beats. And he was just like, bro, just keep it simple, bro. Like motherfuckers like simple. So it's like
Sometimes less is more. Like,
yeah, like the simplest shit, doing simple shit is like I can do something right now. I could just hit a piano and do the notes, but the beat will turn out hard. And in your head, as a listener, you'll be like, I could have made that beat, but it's like, but you didn't know,
right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you didn't like. It's niggas that's probably cold with the keys and shit, but they couldn't have thought of no simple shit like that or made that shit sound like that, bro.
Facts. Okay, so that kind of sends us into the next question, which is, what are some of the artists that you work with so far?
Artists I work with so far: Cool Louie, Superfly Tide, Saino, Sawface, Reggie Sun, A Game, and some more motherfuckers. It was so many people in that studio, bro. I don't even know the names of some of them motherfuckers.
For sure. Okay, I mean, we're going to get to the session a little bit later. So the next question is, when you first started working, I know it takes a while to learn how to make beats. At what time did you know that your beats were ready for artists?
I would say, like, the first time I made some, well, I ain't gonna say the first time, but like, I knew the beat was hard, but like, as a producer, like, everything sound good to you because you're making that motherfucker.
Facts.
But like, early last year, when I first started back making beats, homie Superfly Tide, I sent him some shit. He was like, bruh, I need this beat, bruh. It's like, that's when like it took off for me. Like, when a nigga told me, oh, I need this beat, I'm like, all right, I'm finna go harder now because I want to hear 1,000 other motherfuckers say that shit. Like, I need that beat.
Right. So, damn. So that's making that connection. I'm pretty sure that felt, I guess, like gratification to you as a producer. Like, I've been putting in this work. Boom. Like, I could get a track back from an artist and hear it over my beat. What do that feel like?
It's crazy because like when I first, well, I ain't gonna say when I first started, but when I first started back, like I wasn't where I am now. So at that time I thought I was good. So it's like in my head, I'm like, damn, ain't nobody doing no songs to my beats, thinking I'm wasting my time. Like, finna stop this shit. And I just kind of had to think like, man, whoever gonna do a song to one of my beats, like this is what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody ain't supposed to fuck with my beats. And I had to realize that shit. So when I send something to somebody and like, bro, I need this beat, let me get this beat. It's like, shit, that shit just feel good because it's like, you picking something of mine that I created, bro. And you want this motherfucker. Like, you finna do, I don't know what you finna do to it, but you want this beat, something that I created, you know what I'm saying? Took the time out and made that motherfucker. Now you saying, oh, I'm finna do some shit to this motherfucker.
It's kind of two stages to a beat too. Like, you make it, as it's hitting you, what you making, that's a feeling. And then when the artist is recording to it as well, it kind of takes another step in his journey up another level. And then the producer hears it back and it's just like, all right, he took it to a direction that I could only envision so far with the beat. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. Like, if you're not in the studio with the artist, like, because you don't know, even if you in the studio with it, you don't know what they gonna do to this shit. So it's like me, like I said, I used to rap. So if I'm making a beat, I might freestyle some little shit in my head on how I think it should sound on this beat. But you give it to somebody else, and they come back something totally different. You like, wow, like that shit hard.
I never could have imagined it would go. Yeah, that's crazy, bro, for sure. How have you gotten more comfortable pushing more music out to people?
More comfortable.
Does that just kind of come with, getting placements and getting music back, as far as, I don't want to say building confidence, but more so you knowing, I got that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think the confidence, that shit, it start with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you think that your shit trash or you think that shit mid, like, other motherfuckers gonna think that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it might be different for somebody that didn't used to rap, But I know when I'm making something, I'll be like, this sound like some shit I do. Or like if I was in the studio, like if somebody played me this beat, I'd be like, yeah, this motherfucker hard. Like I might come back to that or some shit like that.
That kind of go with having the ear for music.
Yeah, like it's the confidence is like knowing that you're getting better. Like when you can start hearing the progress and people telling you that you're getting better, it's like, okay, I gotta go harder now.
Facts. Just take it to another level now.
Yeah, facts.
For sure. Okay. Did you find yourself through the learning process going from, making a beat taking a long time to being able to whip stuff up kind of quick?
It all depends because now it could take me 30 minutes to make a beat. It could take me 5 minutes to make a beat. It just depends on like the zone I'm in.
Right.
And it depends on what kind of beat it is too. Like if it's some little hard simple shit, it's gonna take me like 5-10 minutes to make that motherfucker. But like some shit that's gonna have hella instruments in it and you want it to sound full, like that shit gonna take a minute. Like it's been times, bruh, I done spent 2 weeks on one beat.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Just making it perfect, making it what it's supposed to be.
Make sure the drums right, making sure this supposed to go right here. Or even just with mixing, like that's the tedious process, bro. Like mixing a beat, bro, like I don't mix beats until like I know I'm about to send this motherfucker out.
For sure.
I'll let a beat sit on my computer for hellas, bro.
Right.
And keep coming back to it. 2 weeks later, I'm still messing with this same beat, bro.
Have you ever had like, I guess a relationship with the artist where they like, hey, I fuck with this beat, but right here, drop the drums out or maybe add another 4 bars to the verse, or have you ever had anything like that yet?
No, not yet. Not yet. I'm waiting on it though.
For sure. I guess that could kind of also come with maybe building a beat in the studio with an artist too.
Yeah, so like when I'm making a beat, like I structure it like how I would want it. Cause like music different now, cause like beats ain't that, well, songs not that long. So songs might be 2.5 minutes. So depending on how that motherfucker come in, it's gonna come in hook, verse, song over. So I try to send beats out on how I would want it structured or how I think they would want it structured. Cause I know motherfuckers gonna be trying to write 3 verses for real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So I'm gonna put the 2 verses and the 2 hooks and do what you want to do. And if you need something added or need something taken out, let me know.
For sure. Okay. Kind of to the people that don't know, you used to rap, right? So at that time, did you ever think about making beats?
No, cause that shit just looked hard. It's like, cause that wasn't where my head was at. I was just focused on rapping. So it's like, I'm in the studio with G, and I'm seeing him cook up something. I'm like, damn, this shit hard. You know what I'm saying?
Making it look effortless.
Yeah, he doing it, and it's like he doing that shit like that, bro. Like he making a beat in 10, 15 minutes, depending on what kind of beat it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you like, damn, bro, you play the piano? Nope. He looking like Stevie Wonder on that motherfucker.
Going crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, it all depends, bro.
Okay. So kind of backing off of that too, you know what I'm saying? I remember us being in the studio with, John V and G-Man and maybe even Louis a couple of times, and it just seemed like it was hella easy for them to make beats, you know what I'm saying? But like you said, it just depends on, I guess, what you want in the beat, how you want the beat to sound, what type of beat you got going on. Like, yeah, some beats might look easy, but it's some depth to making them motherfuckers too. So, all right. That kind of takes us to the next question too. Who are some of the artists you aspire to work with locally?
Locally, I need to get one in with Ice Lord Slim. That's for sure. I got to get some shit with F1 Mac. I fuck with his music.
F1 Mac Cole.
Yeah, I got to get some shit for him, bro. Who else? I don't know, bro. Whoever trying to work for real, bro.
Okay.
But as far as like big, shit, CB fuck with me. Lil Baby come fuck with me.
Real talk. Got some
Drake
shit
come fuck with me.
What?
Whoever, bro.
Real talk. Like, could you imagine like getting a placement like with a famous artist?
I think about that shit all the time, bro. Like that shit mind blowing, bro. Like all it take is one, bro.
Yep.
All it take is one beat. That's all I need, bro. And it's like, I don't even know how I'm gonna react when some shit like that happen, bro.
So Chris Brown call you tomorrow like, hey, come out to LA.
First of all, if you paying for this flight, my boy, flights high as hell next day, nigga. But shit, if CB called me right now, bro,
I might even pay for the flight.
hey,
Like, fuck it.
we out of here. You need me right now?
Say less. I'm leaving. I'm on the way.
Stopping what I'm doing. I'm finna go buy this flight. I ain't packing nothing. I'm just bringing my computer,
Real talk.
my hard drive. Yeah.
Then going crazy from there, huh?
Bruh, it's like being in the studio with motherfuckers like that shit probably crazy, bro. Cause these some established niggas and like they know what they want. They know what they want their shit to sound like.
Same time, they trust in you because they like what you got to offer too. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like, nigga, if I go there and CB like, hey, I need this little piano breakdown right here, and I'm gonna look at him like, nigga, you might want to call the pianist.
You got somebody?
I can't even do that, my boy.
I can give you my version.
Hey, for real, we could try.
Right? Okay. So we was kind of talking earlier about the 314 day session. Kind of break that down for us.
Yeah, bro. So on 314 day, normally a lot of rappers they from here they do freestyles and shit on 314 day. And Mo Dirty he made a tweet like, shit, as we rapping this 314 day, A Gang commented on that motherfucker like, shit, why don't we do something different? Like, why don't we do a little mixtape? I'm like, shit, I got beats. Then hella motherfuckers just start commenting like, shit, I rap, I sing, I got beats, da-da-da-da. And I want to say it was like me and 2 other producers that submitted beats for the whole session or whatever. Shout out to Da Vinci. And I'm not sure what the other cat name was, but I sent them like 4 beats and they picked 3 of mine. And it basically put you in the mind of like the Dreamville sessions. You know what I'm saying? Get a little invite or whatever. It was a lot of people there, more than what I expected. The session was from like 6 p.m. to 2:30 a.m.
Damn.
And that still wasn't enough time, bro.
Man. Niggas was in there.
Can you imagine, bro, just 20-something rappers and singers in this little block of studio time? Like,
Everybody
nobody was
trying
in
to get their shit off.
Everybody writing their shit on their own time. So it's like you just come into the studio with what you wrote to this beat. But so yeah, I got there around like 7:30. Like I said, they picked 3 of my beats and shit, and it was mind blowing to me because niggas in there like, yeah, bro, I got a verse to this beat. Like they was trying to get a verse to one of the beats that I made. Like hella niggas like, yeah, I got a verse for this, I got a verse for this, and I'm like, that's love right there, bro.
Real talk.
I'm like, I ain't think more. Because in my head, bro, it's like, I'm listening to this shit over and over and over, bro. So I get tired of that shit.
Right.
But then you got these other motherfuckers that's in the studio like, bro, this shit crazy. And I'm like,
It's new to them. It's fresh to them.
yeah, so it's like they going crazy. Everybody, get your pens out. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to A Gang. Session was dope as a motherfucker.
Any idea of when that's supposed to come out? We know yet?
I'm not sure, bro. I'm hoping it's soon because I got some shit on there.
Okay.
I got some shit on there.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. Okay. Any R&B artists that you working with? Anybody that you want to work with?
And I'm trying to get some shit with Shane Angelo.
You know what I'm saying? Something like CLS. Bro, I done heard a few of them that I still need, dog. What's the word?
They ain't that bad, bro. They ain't that bad.
We gonna get on top of that as soon as possible, bro. All right. Also, before we get up out of here, do you have any ideas to do a project where you produce the project and you just get features from artists?
Yeah, I do plan on working on an EP soon.
Okay.
I'm in the process now of like trying to make the music for it. Because I don't want to just put anything on there. And I got to know what vision I want to go and what artists I want to put on there and who going to sound good on what beat. But I would say by the end of this year.
Okay.
End of this year.
That's going to be fucking lit, bro.
I got a title.
Okay, we lit.
I got a title. I just got to put that shit in motion.
Put the music together.
Yeah, that shit going to be crazy, though.
Okay. All right. Anything else you want to get out there, bro?
Follow me on Twitter. OG_Veezo, same as Instagram. Check out the Homies Podcast.
Homies Podcast.
You know what I'm saying? Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter, all that shit.
Yes, sir.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
You know what I'm saying? Use the site.
Yeah.
Something like
what he said. Use the site, buy some merch. Have your mama, daddy, uncle, sister, cousin buy some merch.
Mm-hmm.
And shit, if you need beats, shit, holla at me.
This the guy. Fuck with my guy, OG Veezo. It has been episode 2 of The Stage. I appreciate you coming through, spending some time with me, dog.
Yes,
you know what I'm
sir.
saying? And we lit. We out.